today I'm going to be showing you some methods of how to grow out your hair, and I've drawn a line where my hair ends naturally, and then where I pull it out and point to is where it ends when it's stretched, and I'll show you the after results at the end of this video after I've done these methods. So the first thing we're going to do is grab 2 eggs and just crack them into, I've used a Pyrex beaker, but you can use a mixing bowl. I just found that the Pyrex was easier because you can pour it, and let's ignore that I dropped the shell in there. And then we're going to add 4 tablespoons of rapeseed oil. It doesn't matter if you add a bit less or a bit more. We're going to be using this egg mask because your hair is made of basically all protein, and eggs are protein, so you're just adding more of what your hair is made to into your hair. And after you finish mixing those two together, you're just going to pour it onto your hair. And I advise doing this over a bath, so when it falls you can just kind of scoop it up into your hands and rub it back onto your hair. It will be quite hard to kind of mush around when your hair's dry, but it's a lot easier to tell where everything is and what parts are covered and which parts aren't if it is dry, so I personally prefer doing it that way, but you're welcome to wet your hair as well. It will have the exact same results afterwards. Then I cling filmed my hair just so I wouldn't get it over my clothes and my furniture, and I patted it down just to make sure it was really secure. After leaving my mask in for an hour, I got ready for the second part, and I added 2 scoops of coconut oil and then put it in the microwave, and as you can see it just creates a really clear liquid. It can cool down and it can be really cold and still stay a liquid, which is awesome. So I just took out my hair, and I'm just warning you now, it will be very stiff, kind of like dry gel after it's been in hair for a while, so it will take you a while to wash out and the water will be yellow and gross, but it feels so lovely after you've washed it out. After thoroughly washing my hair, I just squeezed out the excess water and then poured the coconut oil onto my scalp and then through to the ends. Once all the oil was on my hair, I just spread it throughout the ends and then onto my scalp. Then I started massaging my scalp because this stimulates hair growth, and it just means that your scalp will be really moisturised and your hair will be super soft and long afterwards. Then we're going to just chuck it up into a top bun and wrap cling film around it again. This will be a little bit messy as your hair has been wet, so just wrap a little more cling film around it and then put a towel over your shoulders just as you would in a hairdresser. I think this mask works best when it's left in overnight and then washed out the next morning, because then it's really soft and it's had a lot of time to sink in. As you can see, my hair looks very greasy, but then when it's washed out it's just super shiny and it feels so soft, and it actually grew a bit. It passed the green line that I drew on a tiny little bit, and then when it was pulled it actually grew quite a lot, which I was very surprised at. So these 2 methods are ones that I really recommend. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.
First, you'll be needing some coconut oil and some castor oil, which you can find in absolutely any Indian store and even online. Some vitamin E capsules, which you can find in any medicine shop, and some aloe vera leaves along with a little bowl. Now first start by cutting up the aloe vera leaf. There are many ways to cut it. This is how I cut it. Just make sure that you remove the thorns and you slice it very nicely from the center. And then run a knife or a fork through the gel for a few times so you can scrape out the gel very easily. Now take this leaf and massage it on your scalp. You can massage it randomly and then use your finger to make sure that your entire scalp is covered very well. Now take about 1 tablespoon of castor oil, and to this you will need to add about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now take 1 vitamin E capsule and very gently pierce it with a needle or anything that is pointy. Take this oil mixture and place it in another bowl of hot water. Do not place this oil directly on fire or microwave, or it can catch fire, and that can be extremely dangerous, guys, so please be very careful. And after 5 minutes your hot oil should be ready to be applied to your hair. Simply take this oil on your fingertips and massage this into your scalp like you would do any regular head massage. And after 5 minutes, just rest your head on any comfortable surface, like you can also use a pillow, and flip your hair back. Very gently start massaging your scalp now. This is very important because it improves the blood circulation, which can help in hair growth. You need to do this for about 2 to 3 minutes. And once you're done, just tie your hair up in a very tight braid. Leave this on for the whole night and you can wash off your hair in the morning. A very good idea is to store this mixture in a bottle. So well, that's all for now. That's all I had to tell you guys in today's